to create the youth council partly because we were inspired, but what's currently another bill up there at the state, which is a state youth council. So that was started by Vermont After School. They actually had youth doing a very similar process as just this design team. And Matt Wolf, who was part of that process, he works for Vermont After School, helped our group in creating this local youth council. And if that passes, we're hopeful that we'll have representatives from our youth council on the statewide youth council. We usually, Diane and I really wanted to model the youth council on Bill Lofquest's key community development principles. If you could turn to the next slide, please.
What's that mean?
I'm going to tell you. So the principles are this: participation in decisions that shape strategies that affect the people that are being impacted, such as our youth.
The Youth Council's purpose is to advise the community on issues directly and indirectly related to youth, to promote more community service opportunities for youth, possibly internships and job opportunities as well. To scope the work will be determined by the youth membership of the Youth Council. The Youth Council's decision makers and more to come: the Brattleboro Select Board and Town Staff, WSESU School Board, United Way, Downtown Brattleboro Alliance, Brattleboro Museum and Arts Center and Latches Theater, and Brooks Memorial Library.
The Youth Council design team is made up of nearly 20 Brattleboro youth. We've met for 6 hours to discuss and make decisions on representation and inclusion, member selection, and application process, and preparation and support. Representation and inclusion. We have opened it to ages 11 to 21, ensuring diversity in the membership's experience and viewpoints. WSESU Town's representation are ages, BIPOC, LGBTQ, income, English as their second language, ability. Representation and inclusion. Input from other youth through suggestion boxes, focus groups, interviews, surveys, tables at events, etc. Youth outside the council can participate in some committees.
You're right.
Membership. We only have up to 20 members, 3 service term a year, based on fall and spring school semester and summer vacation. Members can renew their membership up to age 21. Electronic and paper applications are required and selected by QID members and elected by community youth as a slate.
They're not both required. You can do one or the other.
There will be committees within the council, including meeting process / leadership, communications such as social media, community presentations, etc. Member recruitment selection, QID benchmarks, other topics and projects. Committees will be determined by the members. Committees will meet bi-weekly and full council will meet at the Boys and Girls monthly or bi-monthly.
So we were just really impressed as the adults that were helping, working with the youth, really kind of facilitating it. Just all those decisions were made by the youth in this room. We really didn't know what was going to come from that. People were like, what's it going to look like? I'm like, we'll let you know. So that's what we're letting you know. So all of that, I just want to say thank you to all of you. There was so many deep discussions around these decisions, and some of those decisions were not easy, but they made it happen in 6 hours. So there's still some more decisions to be made. So we are going to do a retreat in August. I'm going to go through a timeline, but there will be a landmark retreat with the people who end up being selected for the youth council, and they're going to do team building and guiding principles. We're going to do this for Vermont After School. They're going to finalize some of those structural decisions that weren't quite decided on in the time that we had. They'll decide what committees they're going to be on, and we'll talk about how we're going to start up for the school year. So if you can go to the next slide, please. This is kind of who's been supporting the process. As you know, I mentioned myself, Diana Wally, Kevin O'Brien, and Reggie Martell, who's our tech guy here, and he's been amazing at documenting all of what we're doing and getting it out there. We partnered with Mart Wolf, as I mentioned, and Sarah Brunkhorst, which is from the QYD project. So they come to our meetings as well, and then of course Boys and Girls Club. We got the word out about this design team, and we continue to get help from these other organizations, which are Big Brothers Big Sisters, the Brattleboro Housing Partnership, Brattleboro Parks and Rec, the Brooks Memorial Library, the supervisory union staff, and school staffs, Youth for Change, and Youth Services. They all helped us to get the word out, and hopefully will continue. And so here is the launch. So we are now here, and as of the 15th, we will get that application onto the BAPC website, promote it. So go forth and have applicants for the between the ages of 11 and 21 to apply to be on the Youth Council. The applications will close on April 30th. The QYD membership will get together and select the youth that are going to be on the committee. There'll be a public voting. We're going to have a slate, basically young people between the ages of, I don't know, whatever, probably 11 to 21 will be able to vote for the slate, meaning everybody's name will be there. And then as of June 1st, we'll have the elections completed. There'll be an orientation on June 6th, just to kind of get everybody like who's on it oriented. And then we'll get together again in August for the training. So that's what's to be expected. So you can expect a youth council in September. So now I'm going to introduce 3 people to speak. So I would like to start with Lizzie to come and talk about her experience on the youth council design team.
Hello, I am Lizzie. The Youth Council Design Team was a great way to grow as a community, listen to others' ideas, and help keep an open mind. It was also a good way to hear others' ideas and develop your own. Something I have gained from the Youth Council Design Team is that sometimes it's good to step out of your shell and that you have people that will listen and support you. Everyone was a big group, and everyone had a voice that got heard. We were not alone. We were all a team. Thank you. First off, I want to thank everyone here for coming, and for those who attended virtually. The facilitators who worked tirelessly to put this all together and make everything perfect for us. And lastly, everyone on the design team who put in their time and effort to come to these meetings and develop a youth council. This small group of talented youth has come together and formed an unforgettable experience for me, and one I will never forget. We had debates that shaped the youth council we've all imagined. The design team and we as a team stood up as leaders and role models for other youth in the community. We also would never have pulled this off without teamwork. We bounced ideas off each other, had small group and large group discussions, and compromised with our ideas. In the process of creating this team, we've also gotten to know each other better. This has helped us as we all come from different experiences. We can then collaborate and work together to reach a common goal. And we have come and reached our ideal of a youth council. I hope that this sets an example of what we want our youth council to look like. I can't wait to see how it all turns out, and I encourage the youth in our community and the Brattleboro area to think about signing up and make a positive impact on others' lives. And thank you for all the members, and I so enjoyed working with you. Thank you.
Now I'm going to call up Alex.
Hello. So we've all heard about, from our amazing presenters, about what the Youth Council is. But one question that you may be thinking is, why do we need a Youth Council? Well, one reason that's personally really important to me is a chance to prove that kids can do more than adults expect. Kids can do so many amazing things, and I feel like sometimes because of our age, we are overlooked. We're assumed that almost like mindless, that we go to school, we do homework, we do after school activities, and that's all we do. But we have feelings and thoughts, and we can have political opinions like adults do. We can have so many opinions that I personally think deserve to be shared and would be very beneficial.
I said this before, but I'll say it again. You are my favorite part. This has been like the favorite part of my job. I've been doing this for 10 years. I just am so excited that I get to do this with you all. And I know not everybody is necessarily going to be on the Youth Council because there's only going to be 20, but I know that you'll be involved in some way. There's always opportunities. I'll keep you all engaged, even if you're not on the Youth Council, about what's happening in this community, so you still can speak with adults, or be on the committees. But I just wanted to I just am excited about this new connection that I've made with all of you, and I can't wait to get to know you even more and longer, and start making things happen with you all. So thank you so much.